podcast is some ratchet shit, baby.
Somebody tried to tell me to be humble, okay?
Bitch, what? But humble gets you nowhere.
It's Demi and Kay. We dropping jewels every day. Come take a listen. This room in my kitchen. We cook with whatever we say. Nah, no little mama. We not telling you what to do. We just want y'all to think a little different, so we delivering the truth. This shit is for proof, man. Let us be the goofs, man. Learn from my fuck ups. Get your shit right. Focus on you, man. You a god in your own right. Gotta just rewrite your life. No one has the power to dim your shit. Don't let them bitches fight.
We handling pressure.
We dropping jewels.
We changing hearts.
And we breaking rules.
We schooling life.
Bitches just us two.
We dropping jewels.
Ooh, yeah, we dropping jewels.
Ooh, come and kick it. Cheers up while we speeding. Just to mess, we always blessed. Yeah, baby, we living. Hear this wisdom. These jewels is always giving. The keys of life, cause it's your right. Please don't come up missing, cause when life get hard. Gotta make the move it. Gotta follow your heart. And know your inner jewels. Drop it like it's hot. Know it's life in you. Pressure makes diamonds. Tune in, come get these jewels.
We just want y'all to
Listen.
30 minutes of us tripping. We dropping some jewels, creating less fools. Oh, while we
Sipping.
We just want y'all to
Listen.
30 minutes of us
Tripping.
These jewels are for you, cause we learned them, boo. Let's talk about it, what we
Sipping. Ooh.
It's split.
Ooh.
Give me shit. Come on, y'all. Like, comment, subscribe. Eloquent evening.
God and goddesses.
It's your girl Jay, also known as J Demi, and I'm here with the best co-host with the fucking most.
We back, season 2, and I'm here with my good sis. It's K Bex here with my good sis, Demi. And we got you season 2 drop, episode 1. Get jiggy with us.
I have missed you guys, I'm not gonna lie.
We missed you so much.
If you didn't come out to the party, you missed a fucking lituation.
A vibe, but it's okay.
It's okay. We'll have more.
We'll have
There will be more. There'll be more. Trips, they're gonna come on, everything. So it's gonna be a lot. But today we have a great topic for y'all. Wedding bells.
It's the season. Everybody gets an invite.
And shit that smells. Everything that fucking is beautiful in regards to weddings and everything that may not be so beautiful. We're gonna talk about it. And we're gonna tear it up. There's a lot of different perspectives that you can have when it comes to marriage. And I mean, let's be real. It's 2022, y'all. This is where you gotta ask the question, like, do we even believe in marriages anymore? Like, is that a thing? And like, is it the same thing that it used to be?
Almost definitely not. Yes and no. I would say yes, but I feel like our generation now still looks at marriage now as contractual more than longevity. Because our divorce rate, let's be real, our divorce rate is out of this world.
Well, the number of two-parent households has increased
Because of partnership.
to 70%. Right. So the one thing that like was like a red flag for me with that is like, is it because more black families are staying together? Or is it just like people as a whole are saying, you know, is it that the new generation is waiting to have kids and you know?
I think we're at an age now where we're like a lot more selective about the people that we are deciding to get married to. So we have that flexibility where it's like we're not putting the big umph on I have to be married. Like I can build a partnership with someone first. Mm-hmm. And if that results in marriage down the line, or if we solidify this just through the courts, we do that. But our partnership, our understanding, our family unit, I feel like is a lot stronger because we release that pressure.
Okay. So I believe in marriage, okay? Let me just Normally I don't give my opinion until Kay gives hers, because y'all know I'm very opinionated, but I'm gonna throw that out there. I believe in marriage, But what I will say is I think what works for every marriage depends on those two people that are involved.
That part.
The biggest problem that I have is that people are not talking about the things that are important to them in their relationship. You better not marry me if I'm not making you come. If you are not happy in bed, why are we walking down the aisle if we ain't talk about that?
Obligation.
Why?
But
Why are we? And it's like, to me, like, that's just one thing, right? It is small, but it's big.
Yeah.
Because it's something that sometimes, especially I think men, they may feel strongly about it, right?
We don't feel comfortable.
People,
saying,
yeah, and it's like,
bringing it up.
right.
You let me.
Me and my man, we talk about sex all the time. We talk about it all the time. And we're going to have a good episode. I'm going to let y'all into my life a little bit more. A couple episodes. And so make sure y'all stay tuned. Because I got some shit for y'all. But we're vocal. Like, as, you know, something's changing or something's different, we talk about it. If there's something new we want to do, we talk about it. If there's something new we see that maybe we'll try.
Yeah, I'm trying.
We talk about it. But we also talk about our problems. Like, so
That's
like, we got
important
certain
too.
boundaries that are different than other people's. Like, you know, there's a lot of people, I don't know, people are different than me. Don't play with my emotions. We can't be breaking up every time you get mad, or every time you feeling the type of way, or every time you don't like some shit that I said. Because then I can't, I wouldn't marry you, right? Because what the fuck is, either the marriage ain't gonna mean nothing, the commitment ain't gonna mean nothing, because here we are now in a relationship, constantly being pulled from me. Or it's gonna be something that you hold over my head. You feel me? And yeah, so, but I believe in marriage. I do. You believe in marriage?
I do believe in marriage, but I feel like I don't believe in the traditional marriage. Like, I'm okay with having that partnership first and then going to marriage. Like, I don't feel like I need that. Like, I'm not gonna do wifey shit if I don't have that wifey title. Like, if I'm not your wife, you're not gonna get that package, that wife package. But if we're building a partnership and an understanding and we're working towards that, for me, I have comfort in that. Like, I don't need to be like in a relationship for 2 years and be like, okay, no ring, what are we doing? Like, I feel like you don't technically really know a person until you're about 2 years into the relationship. Mm-hmm. And then from there, you guys can create a game plan. Okay, this is what I value. This is what you value. What are we bringing to the table collectively? And where do we see each other in the next 5 years? Does this work?
I ain't gonna lie. I do wifey shit in the girlfriend stage.
I'm sorry. I've been there, done that, and not doing it again.
Let me tell you. Let me tell you why. Let me tell you why. Too often people get into a relationship, right? You gotta realize everything that you do becomes habit. Mm. So if I'm in a relationship with you now, right, and all right, let's just say it's, you know, laundry, right? Let's say laundry and cooking. Let's say to you, laundry and cooking, like, that's a wifey thing. Like, I'm not washing my man's drawers and making sure he got lunch and cooking him dinner every day. That's wifey shit. Like, we go out to eat, you feel me? Why do people think that once they jump that broom and they say those vows, that magic happens? No! That's the same motherfucker you laid down with yesterday. Before that, it's the same person you proposed to. It's the same person that said yes. It's the same person. Nothing is going to change.
Well, I redact my statement. I will do wifey shit once I feel like I'm engaged, because that's a commitment with.
I feel like it's about commitment.
Yeah,
it's about stability, comfortability with that loyalty that you have with that person. Because I've been in my relationship now 8 years. There are marriages that ain't last that long. And you know what? True. The reason why we don't have fear about marriage, and we talk about it often, but we got our own, you feel me, shit that is important to us. To me, we did it out of whack anyway, you know? So it's like, why rush to the one thing that most people fail at? And then let's get everything else in our life in order. And, you know, we do that when we are both feeling like, all right, this is the time. Now, what I will say is, if he proposed to me tomorrow,
she gonna say yes. Let's be real. She gonna say yes.
But
she better say yes.
I'm like you. I don't feel the need to rush it, because I've seen so many people in my family not even have the opportunity to have a a long-lasting relationship.
Yeah.
With marriage or without marriage, just did not have that opportunity because whether it's the partners that they chose or whatever the case may be. I've also seen people stay in marriages until they die.
Mm-hmm.
And they have had people cheating on them, other kids be had on them, you know, they were cheating, and, you know, like, so many different factors, and it's like, throughout it all, I'm going to be happy, and there's certain things that have to be in place in order for me to be happy, and I think that everybody has those things. I feel like the problem and why people end up getting divorced is because they're so scared to talk about those things before someone is fully committed, before there's a ring on the finger, before those vows are said. And then they expect this magical thing to happen on wedding day. Understand that who you married is exactly who they were a year before, unless that person changes. And that's another thing that people, I feel like, gotta realize too, and I think this is why marriages don't last. You gotta realize people grow.
Yeah.
The person that I am today is not the same person I was 5 years ago. I'm a different bitch. The person I am today is not the person I was 8 years ago when I met my man. I'm a different female.
Yeah.
I like different things. I speak differently. I act differently. My behaviors, my emotions, they're different. My desires, my wants, my needs, they're different. Love is a choice. Marriage is a choice. You gotta choose to love that person through their good and their bad. So you gotta know what spectrum this person is on.
Mm-hmm.
We like to ignore the spectrums too, and I think that's the problem.
Listen, I just feel like from experience, just with being a girl that dates long-term wise, like I don't bounce from relationship to relationship. I feel like
Chill hop from dick to dick.
the beauty of it is that you get to attend that person's funeral every time they evolve into a different person and you evolve into a different person. You get to attend that funeral, but also have the decision and the choice to grow with them, grow through it, grow up, all of that. And I think that's the beauty that commitment provides without the title, like in partnership, because it's like I'm committed to you growing and evolving and being the best version of you, me growing and evolving and being the best version of myself, and us growing together to create that loving environment for either future children, or it should be that example in your family of what a healthy love looks like or a healthy relationship looks like. Because everybody doesn't want kids either.
Right. But this is why I say I think people are scared to have those conversations, because one person might want 7 kids and the other person may not really want any.
Listen. But
they love that other person enough that they know that they're willing to compromise somewhere, but they don't want to have that conversation because they don't want that person to say no when they propose. So they propose and now we marry, and now it's like, oh yeah, about them 7 kids.
That's a discussion.
This is what I was thinking, you know? And it's like, motherfucker, why y'all didn't talk about that and come to this compromise before? Because what if that person not willing to bend? I mean, that's what marriage is about, but I think people forget that too, and that's why so many fucking marriages don't last. It's about the bending. It's about the not breaking.
But also, it's like what your intentions are going in. Like, a lot of people are more concerned about the ring or having that marital status than actually cultivating a healthy relationship with a partner that you're growing and evolving with on a caliber where you can see you elevating where you were from 5 years ago. And it's just like, when you get into it, you really got to ask yourself, is this person that I'm with somebody I could go through the apocalypse with
forever?
Is this somebody that if on their deathbed and they couldn't no longer take care and wipe their ass, I'm willing to do it? Ass. Is this somebody that...
And I've wiped some ass. I mean, not my man's ass.
I'm able to...
You wipe ass when you love him. I'm telling you, you do.
Is this someone? Is this someone I'd be able to forgive, even if it's hard for me because this is a boundary that was broken? Like, those are the conversations I feel like you should have with your
Can
person.
I love you when you are the fucking disease and the cure? Yeah. Because I feel like a lot of men, with women, like, we let them tear us up, but then they the best thing to get us right back happy again.
Yeah, but that's because we're emotional creatures. Like, we naturally
are emotional butterflies.
If I'm emotionally attached to you, like, as women, I've seen it time and time again. Some of us, we just let them drag us until we like, all right, we're back on that emotional wheel.
That's
like,
foolish.
But
I'm mean, I've been dragged. Don't get me wrong.
There are some,
but I was foolish.
Like,
I could look back at them relationships and be like,
I'm dumb. I was dumb. That was stupid.
What was you thinking? Why you didn't walk away from that?
But then you also look back at it and it's like, yes, this person was hurting me, but I didn't want better for myself at that point.
Because it's something about, again, the disease and the cure. You know what I'm saying? You're the drug. You're the high. You're the drug and the high. Like, you're the good and the bad of it. Like, and I get it. That's why, like, people can get, like, over those humps, because it. Usually with the person you like love, like the person you love more than yourself, those are the ones where you could be like,
sink or swim.
Yeah, but you'd be like, you know, like, kind of like, I don't care how low you put me, because you can bring me higher. Mm-hmm. Like, it don't, like, almost like, all right, we about to take an intermission. But before we do, kind of like Blueface and Krishan.
I don't know that situation. Sorry.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. No, it's all right.
So.
When we come back, we're going to talk about that, because I'm about to fill her in right now.
All right, so we're back. She filled me in.
I had to give her the rundown.
And it's giving pick me.
If you don't know, y'all know I love Ratchet TV.
It's given I'd rather die for the dick, but still pick me. And I'm just kind of.
But she's a baby. She just turned. I think she just turned 22 or 23, something like that.
She dating.
Well,
that's not her, man. She dating.
I think she's just dating him. I think he's doing whatever he wants, and she's just sitting around.
You ain't 25 yet. Explore your options.
That's what I'm saying. And she, it's fine with him doing whatever he's doing with his, you know. But they have an understanding. Like, I feel like if they were to get married, there would be an understanding. You know.
Is that something that you want to deal with? I mean, some people do it. I'm just not one of them. I'm just not one of them girls.
She's not phased. She really does not give a shit. He could be on fucking social media with one bitch one day, and then on social media with her the next day.
I mean, to be honest, everything appearance wise. But still, if I'm your girl, I'm your girl. Because if I'm your option, you're gonna be mad when I do you, when I pull you on you.
Well, Krishan is not making him up. She's making him a priority, and you teach a nigga how to treat you, and just know the person that proposed to you is who is gonna be your husband on the next date after. Okay, just know that. I think everybody needs to know that. They don't magically change, because
they're the same person.
Y'all had a ceremony and took some damn vows. Yeah. I'm getting on my dog's nerves, but that's okay. All right. So, in regards to time frame, right? Is there a magic number?
No, I just feel like when you know, you know. And if you don't know, you'll find out. I know that's really bad advice, but like me, I just feel like you know. Like, I haven't gotten there yet. Like, I've met maybe one person where I'm like, if I got married, it wouldn't be the worst. It wouldn't be the worst thing that ever happened to me. Yeah, it wouldn't be the worst, but I haven't had that. I know yet.
Okay. Because, like, is there such thing as love at first sight?
I think so, but I think it's more.
It is. You know why? Because love is a choice, not a feeling.
It's a gut thing. Like, your gut knows.
They looked at that person and chose that I'm gonna love them forever.
Like, some guys, like my dad told me this. Like, he went on like 3 days with my mom, and he knew. He like literally told my mother, "You're gonna be my wife." Like, he knew, and that's his wife. So when you know, you know. Like, I don't think you should rush it, but I also think that you shouldn't waste your time. Like, it don't take 20 years for a guy to get his stuff together and propose to you.
But what if marriage doesn't mean the same thing to him that it means to you?
You guys will be on one accord. It's like,
this is the kind of stuff people should be talking about that they don't talk about before they go down the aisle.
Because it's like,
or before they get that deep.
Y'all have been in a serious committed relationship for 8 years, but y'all are building a partnership. So your dynamic in regards to marriage, that journey is going to look different because you've already built that foundation for your partnership. So when you guys get married, it doesn't change.
It doesn't. Yeah, we're literally going to be that.
So, but I'm talking about those that were like, oh, he's going to propose to me one day.
I'm not going to lie.
I'm going to go by and he's going to propose to me one day. 8 years still go by. 3 kids now, and then no. We're not doing that, sis. Like, your time got wasted by a waste man. We're not doing that. Like.
So, here's the one thing my boyfriend got to look forward to once we get married. When I get mad and I want to curse him out and I want to be mad, I will call him honey in those moments and sweetie and cupcake. Sugar dumpling. My grandma always said, like, you gotta talk to your husband sweet even when you're mad. That's how you get what you want. And I'll be like, what? Stick is not. I wish I would call you honey after you pissed me off.
No, you just.
But it's like after you give me a ring, though, I'ma just look at the ring like I can shut up again.
Girl, you.
Alright, honey. Okay, honey pie. Make sure that check in there tomorrow.
No, but as you said, like, it's not gonna be fairy tales. But I feel like if you kind of experience the ups and downs with that person already, and they're willing to still stick by, you both choose to stick by each other's side, the marriage part's gonna be. It's not gonna be a cakewalk, but it's gonna be a lot easier because you guys had that difficult conversation.
I feel like people aren't like people pretend too much in the beginning, and I feel like that's like you're tricking me.
Yeah.
Like,
you're lying. Let's be real. You are lying. We're lying to each other.
You're tricking me.
And then we expect that some magic thing. Oh, now I'm being truthful. No, be truthful up front.
I'm good off that.
It is what it is.
You's a liar.
You either with it or you not.
You's a liar. Your mama is a liar. All right, so all right. She don't watch Ratchet TV, y'all.
I'm sorry,
and this season I'm going to expose her to Ratchet TV.
No, that I used to watch was Housewives of Atlanta and Basketball Wives.
Oh, watch both of them. They're crazy this season.
I haven't checked this season.
Ooh, next week.
Those are my guilty pleasures.
Listen, you're gonna have to catch up because our next episode is gonna be on Ratchet TV, and those are gonna be the 2 main shows because those are the 2 that's airing right now that are.
Okay.
Woo! We can take a couple topics because Jackie about to lose her shit next week. Okay.
I feel like Jackie.
Well, Monday. Jackie's gonna lose her shit tomorrow. I can't wait to see it. Okay. I mentioned Ratchet TV because I wanted to talk about there's an infamous couple. Like, she done proposed to him, he done proposed to her. They still ain't got married. They like 15, 20 years in the game. Yes. Oh, we can play guess the game. Alright, he's from New York.
Okay.
And he's been with his lady for like 20 years.
Santana, right?
No. He married Kimbella. He did marry Kimbella.
I'm late to the game.
And it's sad. Yes.
Oh, I was like, it's one of the two.
I'm shocked that I didn't think Jules would beat Jem to the aisle. All right, so boom. This brings me to my next question, right? Because you know, the first time that Chrissy and Jimmy got engaged, they at least at a 20 being now.
They common law married. Shit.
Well, New York doesn't have common law, so they.
Move to PA. It count.
Move to Jersey. Oh shit, that means never mind. We can talk about that.
I'm sorry. She married already. You not to file your taxes. Husband, wife, spouse. Y'all married. It counts.
So right, they've been together for mad long. Like, is it okay for a woman to propose? I feel like that's why they ain't really ever like really get to the end because he never proposed. Like, she just was like, yeah, I'm gonna set this whole thing. She proposed him in front of all his friends and family. Like, she set up a whole performance.
No shade, sis. By all means, they do it in Ireland.
Don't give a fuck. I promise you.
I will drag. Excuse my French. I will drag my coochie on concrete before I do that shit. I mean that wholeheartedly. Because you can't force
First of
a
all,
man
wait, I have
to
a
do
dog.
nothing.
So dragging your coochie on concrete, I see my dog do that after she goes to the bathroom.
Listen.
I was like, just a picture in my head is crazy. Drag my coochie on concrete.
I learned in the 27 years that I've been living on this earth, you cannot force a man to do nothing. He know what he want to do. So
I'm not proposing. I'm sorry. I'm just not. Like,
you didn't propose
at that point, I took your balls. I took your balls. I took your balls.
Yeah, no.
I took your balls. And I put them.
I swallowed them, and I built my own balls.
And I wore them like jewelry, bitch. Display for the world to see.
It's like clutching your pearls. I clutched my balls.
Bitch, this is your balls.
Yeah, no.
I
just feel
I'm just not. I'm sorry. I don't.
I'm all for a boss woman, all that, but
Masculinity in my man, right?
Let him be a man. Let him. We want to be romanced. We want him to. Let him show you what you want, and then you decide if there's something that you want to deal with. Stop trying to force him to have some vision of what you want. Nah, he know what you want. He either gonna give it to you or he ain't.
Either you're worthy.
It's not even about worthy, because some guys, I'm just cruising.
Nah,
There.
When I say worthy, I mean worthy from his perspective.
Yeah,
from his perspective.
His level of value.
It has nothing to do with you and what you're really worth, but.
And let's be frank, you can't even put it on that episode or that caliber, because he may not think that marriage is all that a big deal. Did y'all have that conversation?
Right, I'm gonna say, because everybody's value about it is different. So that, all right, so that leads me to another question I got for you, right? Because you said in the beginning, you said that marriage is either did you say it was a partnership, a business move these days? Is that what you said?
Yeah, most people look at marriage as contractual, or it's like a traditional form of marriage. It's like one or the other.
So what's your take on people that marry but don't do the paperwork?
I'm not opposed. I mean, the ceremony realistically is you guys vowing to your maker, your God, and your loved ones that I'm committed to this person for life. I know a lot of people that got married that way and didn't file their paperwork until they started having kids, or one started having health ailments. Now I'm going to protect what we built. Like, I just feel like it's a saying in New York they have, right? Your word is your bond. At the end of the day, if I am committing to you in front of my maker, and that, for me, that's enough.
That's enough,
I don't
right.
need that to be on paper.
Unless it's going to financially benefit us to do it.
Or it's just a security measure. Like, say, God forbid, you get hit by a truck and now you are on a ventilator. Like,
but you can have POAs and shit in place for that.
That is very true.
You don't even got to be married to protect your assets and shit anymore these days. If you know what you're doing. We work in the finance field, so we know how
That is very true. But still, there are protections that marriage couples get in comparison to other contractual agreements.
Nah, but you could have those set up with contingencies that would follow the same thing.
No offense, though. If that was the case, for a lot of the same-sex marriages, they would still have the same.
I feel like with same sex. No, I feel like that's the thing, and that's why so many people didn't fight for it for so long, because they could have a partnership. Mm-hmm. They could be the domestic partners and be acknowledged in that light legally, but they just didn't have the license.
Yeah.
So that license, I feel like that symbolic ability to them is what's important. Another like symbolic thing is jumping the broom. I just learned what that means.
Yeah.
I didn't know where that originated from.
Girl.
No, I didn't. And all right, and I don't know. Maybe y'all don't know, but I'ma leave y'all, at the end of episode 1 of season 2. Demi Dropp'n Jewels, I'm going to leave y'all with this, okay? I saw, the way that I learned about it, shout out to the motherfucking Shade Room, because y'all know I'm short here. So, they were talking about this black and white couple. It was a black man and a white woman, and they were jumping a broom, okay? I didn't see an issue with it.
It's
I'm
sacred.
But I had to, after I seen that, right, and I see everybody commenting, I'm like, well, what's the issue? I had to educate myself on it. I'm like, all right, wait. So where did jumping a broom originate from? For everyone that does not know, slaves could not legally get married. So the way that they officialized their marriages is by jumping the broom. So because they couldn't go and have a wedding ceremony at a full-blown church and have a marriage license and all those things, they symbolically, I guess, officialized their union together by jumping the broom.
Hence why, like, no offense, but it's been engraved in our DNA that even the whole marriage on paper, we've been doing it without it being on paper for decades, for centuries. So just like, at the end of the day, it's just a precaution.
It's like, prove to me that you are my husband before we do that. let's make sure we're here.
I don't think I need all that. Like,
because it's a contract with the government. Like, that's the biggest issue for me. Is I'm contractual to all the other bullshit. I feel like it's a lot of, because like you said, right, a lot of people look at it like, oh, there's benefits, but really, you can access those same other benefits financially in other ways. You know what I'm saying? Instead of it being a marriage license. But a marriage license is the easiest way to do it. The easiest, instantaneous way to.
Form.
Yeah, you just sign that paper, mail that bitch off, and the government says, yeah, all of us, me, you, and him, we in agreement together. This is, yeah, and when y'all decide y'all don't want this partnership anymore, well, we'll see y'all at the courtroom, and we'll decide who could do what, when. Fuck that. Yeah.
That's why divorce is so costly.
And it's like, if you don't go into agreement with the government, you ain't gotta fucking pay for no divorce either, bitch.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
All you gotta do is have a party.
I just feel like it depends on the, like, what you vow as, like, the sanction of marriage. Like, what does that value mean to you? Once you and your partner decide that, you kind of make that decision
For yourself. Yeah.
Like, you can't follow what your family or tradition or religion may say. It's like what works best for you and your partner and your and your union. Like, because at the end of the day, you guys are building one unit.
Very true. One sound, one bed. Wait, how does it go? One bed, one sound. One sound, one bed. Listen, thank you all for tuning in to season 2, episode 1. And make sure y'all come back next week, episode 2, because that's where we're gonna drop the fucking jewel for next week. That's where we're gonna drop it.
But we want to hear y'all thoughts. Would you propose to your man?
Ooh.
Drop your comment below. Also, what's your idea of marriage?
Would you say yes to a woman that got on her knee and proposed to you in front of your friends and your family?
Because I do that be so embarrassed. I'm like, damn, you didn't give me the opportunity to be a man. Like, I couldn't even say it with my chest.
We didn't even talk about this. Can't wait to see y'all next week. And I'm so happy to be back.
Yes. We missed y'all. Peace, love, and prosperity.